So one bit of advice I'd give you before starting this is remove your battery and the tray. Some people have an air box here, I haven't. I've got this air induction kit going down to the wing, and that'll give you more room to work with the thermostat and the water pump down the side here. So if you're watching this just for this, you're going to need 8mm bolts, 1, 2, top and bottom. Remove this hose, and that should be all you need to do. Obviously you're going to need to do the obvious and drop the coolant. Okay, we're going to start by removing the Jubilee clips. I was going to try and get a flathead in there, but I think it'd be a bit tight, so these are on a 7mm. So get your 7mm and slacken them off a bit. That's loose. Get a brush to clean that. Do give it a clean. I'm going to replace the Jubilee hoses with new ones. Whoop. Wasn't expecting that, but I guess you should do. That off. I'm going to replace it with a new one. Right. Maybe stick that back on there for a sec. See if that'll help. Yeah. So before you take this off, this hose, just crack them loose and then get the one underneath. Now this should just pull apart. Might be a bit of water in it. Let's get the hose back off. And there's the thermostat just there. There's still plenty of water in there. Let's get the bucket underneath. Alright, bucket's underneath. Let's get this out. One thermostat out. Okay, I've just discovered there's a couple of bolts holding this pipe in. There's obviously one missing here, so it makes me wonder when this was last done. There's another bolt on the other side. Because I've got the car up in the air, I will remove that, and that'll mean I can pull this out of the way a bit more. Okay, so we've got the old one out, and I'm ready to put the new one in. I'm just going to slot it in. Use the new O-ring. Let's slot that in. Then we'll So these two 8mm bolts do up to 80 Newton meters. That didn't round off. I think I've just screwed up the inside of my 8mm. Yeah. Let's get another one. So these two 8mm bolts at the top and at the bottom, they do up to 80 Newton meters. And just put them back on. All that's left now is to get a Jubilee clip to put over here. I've got the old one here, so I'm just going to size it up with a new one. Let's go over to the workbench. It's a new pack of Jubilee clips. So I've got the pack open. This Jubilee clip is 32 to 50. So get a rough idea. Size them up like that, gives you an idea. That's 27 to 51 is close enough. So we can probably use that. Let's have a little push and see what other ones I've got in here. Yeah, 27.51. Yeah, so that's going to be the size. Let's get it in place. Okay, so put that over. Slide back on. I'm wondering whether it's going to be worth spinning this the other way around. So instead of it being here, the nut is going to be this side. So spin it around. And then do it up. Might make sense to replace the other Jubilee clips. There's one down the back here on this side of the thermostat housing, and one over the back there on the thermostat housing, just so they look tidy. You don't have to, but it'd be nice to do that. But for now, we've replaced the thermostat, so that'll do. So don't know if you can see, but while I was off camera, I actually went around and changed all the thermostat housing Jubilee clips, so they're all new now and replaced. It just made sense to do that. Okay, so if you're using this video and you skip to this part because you want to change just the water pump, again, there'll be I'll put some timestamps or something in the description for everything. But there's the water pump down here. Okay, so there's one down there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts, if you can see them. So one of my favourite tricks, spanner on the end. I don't think that's actually moving. Nope. Okay, we might have a problem with this one. Okay, so I went in, had a quick cup of tea, come back out, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to attempt this again. So I have actually, believe it or not, cracked them off loose. But what I had to do was get my 8mm socket. The first one, long bar, as you can see, 3/8, 8mm, cracked the first one off. Then kept it on there. I've got the top one off. It goes on there. Okay. Then the one down this side, you can just see below where my finger is. Then use a smaller extension for the one right down the bottom. A bit tight, get your hand down there. You can't really see much. You can see the bottom one right down there. Okay, with the small extension socket on it. So that's that one loose. Then there is another one below that. Let me get a picture and show you. So you've seen the location of all the bolts. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to loosen them off and get this actually off now. Just a thought, get your new water pump, okay, see how it's going to sit. Looks like it's going to sit that way, okay, and as you take the bolts out, put them in the right place on here so you know you're going to put them back right. So that's a good little tip. That's a good little tip. Okay, as you're doing it, as you take the bolts out of here, put them in the right location on here so then you know they're going to go back in the same hole. So, be worth doing. Let's continue to get these bolts out of here. That's a long bolt there, so it's a good thing I did suggest about this. As you can hear, that's started to rain now. Another long one. And there's more fluid coolant coming out. And we're down to the last 3. All 8 bolts out. It's out and up. That looks that's plastic. Right. I've got a metal one on the back. They're different. Obviously it's going to do the job alright, hopefully. So before we put the new one back in, let's get some cloth. Give it all a wipe around the surface. What's that? Oh, that's off of me. See a bit of black gunk in there. This is where I'm cleaning it and wiping it down. Okay, so give it a good clean to make sure there's nothing in there. Like that. Get your new gasket. Oop. Apologies. The old one's metal. It's like an aluminium. This one's like a card. Right. I'm not overly keen on this one. Obviously it's what they recommend, so I'll just drop me 8mm. I'll have to get that in a second. Right, so I've taken all the bolts back out so I can get in there with one. One at a time, get them all into place and just nip them up. Right, I'm going to have to pause the camera and try and get my 8mm out. Right, I've got my 8mm back and I'm going to use it just to nip them up by hand. Slight relocation of the camera. As always, I'll try and give you the best angles. Hopefully I can get these all nipped up before my phone dies, because I use my phone as my camera. Oh, we got some thunder. Wow. Next one. See, I'm out here, thunder and lightning, and I'm still putting videos together. That will be the sound of the rain coming down. I've got one more bolt to nip up. Underneath that bubble. Right, they're all nipped up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the torque settings and go around them all and torque them all up. The torque settings are 10 Newton meters, so it's quite low, plus 90-degree angle. So you could probably just do them up to about 15 and be fine, but I wouldn't go by that. I'd actually do them up by 10 plus 90. So I've got me torque wrench just here. So I'm going to crack on with that off the camera because it's getting, as you can hear, the rain's coming down a good one. And I ain't got much battery power left. So I'll do what I can. This torque wrench is proper diddy. So it's 10 Newton meters. Right, that's 7. So we got to 9. Got to 11. Right, so that's 11. So we want to back down to 0 there. And that's 10 Newton meters. Tighten it up. Got my little 8mm, tiny. I've not used this one yet. So there you have it, the new thermostat's in, the new water pump's in down there, as you can see. Now it's time to do the final part of this and then put the belt back on, and then I can crack on and show you the reinstall of the radiator, the fan, and top up the fluids. Okay, so I've got the new belt off and ready, here it is. So I'm going to go around the water pump first. Okay, got it around the tensioner. There you go, and that was an easy fit. So there you have it, guys. That's the water pump, the thermostat, and the new belt put in. Now I'm going to go back to the original video and continue with the radiator, the fan, and doing the coolant. Be sure to go back to that video and finish watching that if that's where you've come from. So if you've enjoyed the videos, leave a like, consider subscribing, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.